Shalawam, shalawam. Share the live out real quick. All right. We're going to get started in a minute. All right. Facing the east. Giving all praises, glory, and honor be to the Father and the Son. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. And shalom to the Lord, so for elect. As always, this lesson is brought to you via the spirit, power, and strength of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem, Kakadash. The true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahweh equals He is, He exists. Yahweh Shah equals He saves, He delivers, He is salvation. And Rakakadash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. Right? This one will be entitled The Demon That Jumps. The Demon That Jumps. Okay? Now, hey, at the basis of it, every single demon jumps, man. You know? This is why we are warned to, what? To mark them that cause offenses and division, etc., etc. Okay? This is why we are warned to not fellowship with them. All right? This is why we are warned after 2 admonitions, right? Get them off from your presence. This is why we rejoice when they leave our company. All right? We're going to get most of those precepts. Let's start with that. They separate from our company. This is Luke 6:22. Blessed are ye. It's a blessing. It's a blessing when this happens, all right? When you start losing friends. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Now, you know, we deal with a lot of individuals, right? Sometimes be in different lives, maybe. I just went in a live. The brother Yasharahla was in there. Brother Kakama, I know y'all was up in there, And the host was saying Yahweh. So I was like, okay, brother saying Yahweh, let me go up in here. And he had this individual in there who just couldn't get it, And I noticed on my other account, I got him blocked. So I already kind of knew how the situation was going to go. So with that being said, when an individual just can't get it, you got to recognize it's just separate, just leave, just dip. Because like we always say, that analogy of hitting a brick wall, I don't like having my fist bloody, But is the blood off of my hand going to Ezekiel 33rd chapter? Yes. Right? Oh man, the elder out in Chicago did a great epistle. Let me see if I could get it. Matter of fact, let me go find it real quick because I want to share a little bit of it. But it's basically like, we gave you a chance, we warned you, and you can't say that chance was not given. You know what I'm saying? Right here.
But it's the Most High God that gives the increase. That's everything.
I'm going to play it from right here.
See, Yahweh, and this is who we're, putting on the pedestal. said he could have raised up rocks to teach this word. Okay? So no, ain't no honor and glory to us until we endure to the end, and then that honor and glory first comes from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see? So in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. But we must let you know who the true men of the Lord are, so you can know what message to follow. Okay? And that you were told, if you followed it or not, you were told. So when the Lord comes, know what message to follow. Okay? And that you were told, if you followed it or not, you were told.
Exactly. So when it all comes down to it, when it all boils down, you cannot say that you were not told. You cannot say that brothers was not diligent, that brothers was not constantly, consistently on the apps, hitting the highways, hitting the streets, okay? Week by week, day by day, bringing this truth out and being there for you. Well, Father, your prophets wasn't doing what they were supposed to. That's a damn lie. It's going to go back to you. You wasn't doing what you were supposed to do. The prophets is good. The servant's going to serve. That's consistent. All right? The servants is going to serve, man. You know? So, with brothers, don't even stress if an individual can't get it. It's not for them. Don't trip over it. Let it be. Let it be. So let's go back to it. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Right? Don't even trip. That's why you got, look, man, I tell brothers, bro, you got to separate your feelings from this. But that's my mama, bro. I want her to get the truth. Nah. You got to separate yourself from that. That's my little sister, bro. That's my little brother. I want him to get the truth, man. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die. Fuck that. You understand what we a part of? You understand what's about to take place? Your whole family ain't gonna make it. Big mama gonna die, bro. All right? You'll see her again in the kingdom. She could come back as your kid if she's wicked. If she gets took out. Okay? She'll be back. Your little sister will be back. Your little brother will be back. Your mama will be back. Your father will be back. Stop holding on. Because all that holding on means you can't let go. Because you holding on. You playing tug of war with the world. That's why the world, the emphasis of this whole lesson is the world is that demon that jumps. Because it jumps from one brother to another brother. This is why we tell brothers, man, y'all got to come out of the world, man. John 15, 18, 19. You gotta hate the world. You got to leave it alone. All right? Brother got a precept, Romans 10 and 18. Let's get it. And it reads, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Let's put it even better. What did Yahweh Shah say? Right? He said, we piped, but you did not dance. Matthew 11 and 17, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. I'm singing the song right now. The song of salvation. The gospel, the good news. In that song, the lyric states that 1/3 of our people are going to make it. 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed, annihilated by nuclear warfare in Jacob's trouble. And then furthermore, verse 3, it states, all Israel will be saved with an everlasting salvation. So that's letting you know that the 2/3 that was took out by the nukes will eventually come back through regeneration, reincarnation. They will not be able to walk in the kingdom, but they will be born in the kingdom. You got to know the lyrics. That's the doctrine. That's the understanding. That's the gospel. You got to read the scriptures. Brother Kakuma, Brother Yasharahla, y'all saw in that live that I was just in. I'm bringing this individual out scriptures. I'm talking about predestination. I'm telling him ain't no free will. And he's going against the Most High. He's saying that you can change destiny. No, you can't. But that's because the brother does not know the song. If you don't know the song, you just don't know the song, my guy. Stop sitting up here acting like you know the song. It's an annoyance. That's why after about 5 to 10 minutes of rambling on with this individual, I had to step. Me, I got low tolerance for the bullshit. Okay? I got low tolerance for the bullshit. Amos 9 and 8. And that does not mean that I don't have patience. I have plenty of patience. But I just got low tolerance for the bullshit. Amos 9 and 8, going to 10, that Brother Kakuma brought out. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. He's not going to utterly destroy us completely, but he is going to destroy some of us. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. That's letting you know that we are in all nations. As the scriptures would tell you, if you learned the first verse, if you read chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 of the entirety of the book, then you would know that we were scattered for our disobedience. You have to understand that before you get to chapter 15. That's why we saw this individual. He's talking about we got free will, talking about we got this, we got that, because you never read the chapters prior to chapter 15. You're trying to start the book at a place that is not the beginning. These bug outs, they have no structure and they have no order. They just open a book. Like this book. I got a book, man. This is what is this, man? The Dream of the Earth. All right, this is what I'm reading here and dibbling dabbling in right now. Okay? Chapter 3. I'm going to read a little bit of this later on. But let's say I just started the book way over here at this page. I don't even start at the chapter. I just start reading at this paragraph. The earth deficit in its resources and in its functioning has been documented in a long series of specialized studies. And in more, what are we talking about? You understand? This is what you Christians look like. Y'all just started the book in the New Testament. What about the Old Testament? What about the Old Testament? What about what happened with Moses, David, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Elijah? Do you know it's certain prophecies that still have to be fulfilled? But you like, no, them prophecies back there, they don't matter. Okay? When Yahushua said he came to fulfill, that meant everything written about him. All right? He fulfilled the things that was written about him. Okay? It's more things that still has to be completed. Didn't Revelations tell us? Furthermore, didn't Ezekiel the 37th chapter tell us to coincide with Revelations the 11th chapter? That those dry bones have to be woken up? Isaiah 58, they have to prophesy again. They have to talk again. Right? Don't we have to come back as a people? Come on, man. So you can't start the book at chapter 15 and think that you know it all. And it be that condescending, that high-minded attitude that these individuals have when nobody can tell you nothing. You sitting up here laughing and smirking, but Yahweh in his mind has it to kill you. In his mind, he gonna destroy you. But you sitting up here laughing and smirking like everything is sweet. Ain't nothing sweet. He's gonna take you out. If you got kids, those kids is gone too. Unless they be of the elect. All right? Your wife, she gone too. Because she a wicked woman. Because she attached to your wicked ass. That's what it says in Sirach, the 26th chapter. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. Y'all a match made in the heavens. In the spiritual realm. Yahweh sent you down. And then he sent her down afterwards. He made sure y'all gonna match up. She might have been born in California. You was born in Kentucky. Y'all gonna link up because that match was made in heaven. It's predestinated for you and that bitch to die together. Oh, you don't like how I put that? That's what it is. That's the realistic of the facts. That's the facts, man. That's the realistic characteristics of this world. But y'all people act like people don't die. Y'all people act like everything is sweet. Everything is soft. Like motherfuckers ain't out here getting shot. Like Yahweh ain't out here judging. If a brother know the scripture, don't it tell you in, what is it, Zechariah? Is it Zechariah or Zephaniah? Every day the Most High judges. Every day he brings judgment upon the earth. I believe it's Zephaniah, but if a brother know it, could you, Baba Kashar, put it on the comment board? All right. So he's going to sift. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. That means the elect is going to be chosen. The elect is going to be picked. None of the elect is going to be left behind. You ain't going to be a part of the 1/3, the remnant, and be still down here when the nukes hit. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to be okay. Verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. All the sinners of my people. Individuals that don't know the song. You're singing a different tune. All right, the water for the brother, he got it. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. All right. Now, hey, with that, what did this individual, he tried to imply that Yahweh is a wicked person, in a sense, because he creates evil. No. Everything the Most High does is he does what he pleases. Okay? In your eyes, him unaliving your grandmother with cancer, that may be evil. God, why you do this? Why you do this to Big Mama? I know she ate pork all her damn life, but you ain't have to do it like that. So you looking at God like he evil. No. If Big Mama would have just kept the laws, commandments, and statutes, she might have had a couple more days upon, more years upon her life, man. But Big Mama can't fucking listen. So you got to look at the Most High right now. Why you in captivity? Oh, you think he evil? He creates evil. He's not wicked. He's righteous. This punishment is for your redemption, man. It's to clean you up. All right? I can say this now, being a father, right? You know, I to beat my kids, I got to do it. I may not like to do it, but I got to do it. Okay? You know, that punishment, that discipline has to be brought down. It has to go forth. You can't just not, what you gonna do? Just let your kid be bad? He just supposed to let us be bad as a nation and continue to bless us? No. Brothers got precepts. Deuteronomy 32 and 4. And it reads, he is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment, a power of truth, and without iniquity. Just and right is he. So evil, the evil that he creates, you confusing that with sin, with your simple ass. The Most High does sin. Shut your dumb ass up. Just because he does evil, just because he creates evil, when we unalive you, you gonna look at that as evil. When we come like battle axes with swords in our hands and we chopping you up, we chopping your wife up, we chopping your little kids up, you gonna look at us as evil. Why you gotta unalive us? What did we do? I like black people. I got black friends. Nah, nigga, we looking through your soul and seeing what you did in your past life. We seeing the little children that you been molesting your whole life. We seeing the children that you sex traffic. The child porn that you be watching. All this bullshit you be watching, man. We seeing up in your soul, man. That's why we unaliving your ass. Ain't nobody evil. It's called judgment. That's what it's called. But y'all not realistic enough. Y'all can't face the facts. Y'all can't face the facts, man. Y'all want to sit around here and be sweet. That's why you be getting touched on by your uncle. Because y'all want to sit around here and be sweet. Uncle Charles ain't do that to you, baby. Uncle Charles ain't touching you like that. Stop lying. Whole time, Uncle Charles fucking on you. This is the mindset of Jake, man. Jake just fucking stupid and gullible. Just dumb as fuck. But when we get to talking like this, oh nah, he's angry. He's aggressive. He's an angry black man. So, what the fuck? I can't be angry? I can't express myself? I can't be emotional? I can't have passion in my speech? I can't have a little fire in my voice? Am I intimidating to you? Am I scaring you? Because I'm speaking the word of the Most High? What does it say? I may be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. Do I offend you because I speak the word of Yahweh freely? I guess so, because I just got a live restriction. You know? Whoever reported it, fuck you. Alright? This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Let me tone it down, man. Let me tone it down. All right, let me tone it down. Let me tone it down for TikTok. Take me out. Okay. Andy Kowalski. Go to the gym, exercise, and sleep well. Because you don't put your trust in Yahweh. Okay? Yeah, exercise may how you know what I do? I work out. I meditate. I eat good. I do all of that. I'm happy, bro. Okay? Because I'm about to rule over your dumb ass. The scripture says, let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Your ass could die at the gym. Your ass could die exercising. Your ass can die in your sleep. If the Most High want to kill you, nigga, he gonna kill you. So get right with the Most High. Don't come on my damn comment board trying to give some weak ass advice. All right? You heathens don't know shit. And you never knew shit. That's why you eat shit. You don't know nothing. You just open up your mouth like a fool. Proverbs 3 and 12. For whom Yahweh loveth, he correcteth. Even as a father, the son in whom he delighteth. So you got to whoop that ass. We had to get our ass whooped. We had to get corrected. We had to get checked. When we give the correction out, when we tell you people the correct way and the proper way, no, you want to report the live. You want to get the live took down because you can't take the correction because you caught up in sin. You caught up in filth. You like being dirty. You not clean. In your essence, you a bitch. Look in the mirror next time and say it to yourself. I'm a little bitch. Just say it one time. I'm a little bitch. I'm a little bitch. Get used to that. All right? I think that's what I'm going to do in the kingdom. Every time I see my Edomites, they got to greet me first. Shalawam Yasharahla. I'm a little bitch. What? I can't hear it, slave. I'm a little bitch. One more time. I'm a little bitch. That's how they got to greet me. Hey, all right, Salakia, E Candy. Yeah, my bad, man. All right. I gotta tone it down. I don't feel like it though. I really don't feel like it, man. Hey, if I get my live too, I got 3 other pages, man. Y'all know where to find me at. You know what I'm saying? We not here for the Joshes, the people in the comments talking about, why do you have beads and crystals, stones put there? Why? Why do you have those things? Why is that there? Are you a wizard? Are you doing witchcraft? Is that what you doing? Are you doing witchcraft? Okay? Now I got you, Josh. Hey, if you sincere, bro, if you sincere, then you gonna stay here and you gonna learn. But if you not, then you gonna run. Let's go to Exodus 28. I got you real quick, okay? Let's start at verse 15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work after the work of the ephod. Thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen shalt thou make it. 4 it shall be being doubled. A span shall be the leaf thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set in it settings of stones. So those stones would be these type of stones, crystals, things of that nature. Okay? So it's nothing wrong with stones, brother. It's nothing wrong with stones, beads. This is lapis lazuli, right? It's one of my favorite type of stones, right? So it's nothing wrong with these type of stones, okay? You know what I'm saying? And thou shalt set it in settings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, a carbuncle. This shall be the first row. And the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. And the third row, a liguri, and an agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold in their enclosings. And the stones shall be with the names of the children of Israel. 12 stones, if you was counting, 12 stones, according to their names, like the engraving of a signet, every one with his name shall they be according to the 12 tribes. All right. So that's what, certain stones are for. And then you got different stones that you can use. Stones have purposes. Going back to what we stated earlier, the Most High created all of this through his son, Yahawashi. Okay. So nothing was created for evil in a sense. Everything was created for good. Even the wicked. All right. Even the serpent, which is the nation of Edom. Okay. The so-called YT man today. All right. So even the wicked was created with a purpose to prosper us. If you understand that, we had to have a common enemy to better us. That's why, Cain and Abel, okay, Jacob and Esau, all right, these situations had to occur, right? So let's keep it going. So I hope you understand that. I hope that answers your question. All right, you still here? Don't even look like he's still here. Whatever, man. I don't care. That edified. That edified. Okay, you still here. I can't see you up in the thing for some reason. But okay, good. So, don't look at stones with a stigma of stones are bad or corrupt or anything like that. All right? Stones are okay. Okay? We don't worship these stones or nothing like that. Right? So, keeping that going. Let's play this. Now, let's go back. Let's play this one more time. A little bit of it.
Ain't no honor and glory to us until we endure to the end, and then that honor and glory first comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see? So in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. But we must let you know who the true men of the Lord are, so you can know what message to follow. Okay? And then you were told if you followed it or not. You were told.
We are, right? So the blood is off our hands, man. This is why we bring it. What does scripture say? Daily exhort. We're going to bring it out daily. Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Does that say just a symbol on a Sunday? Is that what it say? You can only bring out lessons on a Sunday? You can only read the Bible on a Sunday? Okay, in that live I was just in, if you notice, when I started bringing out scriptures, dude was like, "Oh man, you about to read the Bible to me? You about to Bible me to death?" Hell yeah! The fuck is wrong with the Bible? That's the understanding of this world, man. They hate the Bible. When we get to reading scriptures, they like, nah. Why can't we just talk from our mind? Why can't we just talk? I don't want to just talk. I want to use the word. And because the word offends them. They are offended by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Okay? Let's get a precept. They be like, precept? I don't want to hear no precept. Let's go to Luke 10. All right. Luke, how you up here?
I don't know. I got an invite. Shalawam Yasharahla. I
Hey,
just
you
got an
going?
invite.
Yeah, I
Listen,
didn't send no invite. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
drop you
come
down
on.
though. But
Yeah,
Shalawam,
drop me
Yahweh
that.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Asha Shabbat Kalakim.
Hey, Shabbat Shalawam.
Shabbat Shalawam.
Oh, TikTok tripping, man. TikTok been tripping lately. All right. But let's start at Luke 10 and go to 16. He that heareth you heareth me. He that heareth you heareth me. And he that despiseth you despiseth me. And he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me. So it's like that. If you hate the prophets, if you hate the messengers, then you also hate the one that gave them the message. Then you also hate the power that's behind them. So it's a domino effect of hatred. Oh man, yeah, Great Millstone, man, affiliates. I don't like them because they talk about get women after the flower of their age. Deuteronomy 22. Okay, in the kingdom that will be going on. Do we do that now? No, because we got to follow the laws of the land. Okay, but in the kingdom it will be arranged marriages. Brothers will be giving their daughters off. All right. We be back in an order. Your daughter, but we bring that out, right? But you look at these individuals, they want the other way. They want the Esau way. You want your daughter to go to college. She done ran through 20 different niggas. And now she finally decided to lay down and settle down with the 21st. That's what you want your daughter to go through? Versus your daughter coming on her rag, all right, and being given off to a brother. A brother, may I add, that got resources, value, that's of royalty, that's of high stature. You understand? So would you rather your daughter be taken care of in that household to a king that has a kingdom and dominion, or would you rather your daughter go through the cop carousel? I mean, you let me know, you know? Because America, it pushes whoredom. It's no structure. That does not happen. So the ways of the Bible are far better. Where if you lay down with a woman, you got to marry her, man. All right? That's what it is. That's what it's about. It ain't no whole phase. Can I get that in the Urban Dictionary? Let's get that in the Urban Dictionary, man. Urban Dictionary. Whole phase. I can't find it. Oh, look. Right here. Whole phase. A phase in your life that occurs frequently when you are fine with exploring promiscuous activities and connecting with random people. These activities do not always end in sex, but can lead to it. You have a high tendency to dance provocatively with strangers, be a tease in social settings, flirt nonstop, kiss and or make out with others, and get caught up in the moment. This phrase helps you establish what you like and don't. Explore your sexuality and have fun. You have the ability to stop these actions or snap out of the phase. This is bullshit, bro. What is this? Because this has been put into the minds of women. Okay? To be curious. What's the correct way, the proper way? That man that desires you, he goes to your father, he offers your father money. It don't matter if you like him or not. Marriage is not about love. I'm sorry, sweetie. Marriage was not about love. The scriptures actually says, take not a woman for pleasure. I'm not taking a woman because of how she look. I'm taking her because of what she can do. Guess what? The men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we got that mindset. In Jacob's trouble, what are we going to do? We're going to take the women that have skills. Brother GMS News just brought out a good epistle on you women better get on y'all bread loafing. Y'all bread, y'all better get on y'all baking bread. Y'all better have those skills or you not going to get chosen. What are you bringing to the table? Nothing but a bunch of kids? No, bye. Take your ass home. You and your kids. Y'all can die on the side of the road. I don't care. But you give me a woman, she can sew. I can sew. I can make garments. I can make sweaters. I can patch up. You know, I can do these type of things in Jacob's trouble. Oh, bring it. Come on, shawty. Come on. I can make bread from scratch. I know how to plant. I know how to garden. All right. Oh, come on. I can take care of the kids. You know, I'm a certified nurse. You know, come on, baby. Right? I'm looking for those skills because that's wisdom. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. So we're going to be looking for women with substance. What can you bring to the table? A woman of value is not necessarily an attractive woman. What does it say? She got to be attractive. She don't got to be attractive. We not carnal. We know that woman in the kingdom, she gonna be bad. She gonna be beautiful. She gonna be your pa. You understand that? But you women, but that's the mindset of a wicked ass Eve. You women want it right now. That's why you go get a BBL. That's why you go get lip injections. That's why you go get breast, you enhancements. That's why you go and alter your body. All right. Deuteronomy 23:17, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Exactly. So all that LGBTQ mess is out the window. You don't got to do the fruits, man. They already flagged alive. It's all good. But hey, the water for y'all trying to keep it up. It's all good. Yeah, Eve she's always been insatiable. Women have always been insatiable since the beginning of time. You can't satisfy a bitch, man. All right? You can't satisfy her. But once you get going back to this, because she's in her whole phase. Now, once you rule your household properly and correctly, and that woman is molded to you, because you take authority of your possession, you control the environment. You set a standard of living. You understand? You got to set that standard. Okay? I got a video. Let me go get this video.
And don't don't be trying to let people trick y'all into thinking that being ran through is a bad thing. It's really not. If you ain't got at least 50 or 100 bodies, then you really not experienced. At least 25 to 50 bodies, you really not fucking experienced. You don't know what to do. And it's just, yeah, you gotta at least have at least 50 to 100 bodies. If you ain't got 100 to 200 bodies, then you really ain't put in no work. Because if you ain't had number one or two people, then you not experienced and you don't missed out on a lot. So yeah, if you ain't got at least 200 to 300 bodies, then yeah, you really ain't experienced. You need to get your bodies up because yeah, it's so many different styles out here. It's big ones, little ones, small ones, fat ones, thin ones. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. So if you ain't got at least 300 to 400 bodies, then yeah, you need to get your bodies up. Like you need to get your count up. So don't be trying to let the 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, you ain't experienced. If you ain't got at least 500 bodies, then yeah, you need to keep going. Yeah, keep going up. You need more experience, girl. Go talk to the most people. Do some one-night stands. Matter of fact, it don't even got to be a whole night. Do some 30-minute stands. Do some hour stands. Meet people. Do stuff in the back seats. Do stuff in parking lots. Do stuff beside trash cans, dumpsters, yeah, alleyways. Yeah, you need to get your experience up. Yeah. So, yeah, if you ain't got at least 1,000 bodies, then, yeah, get some more practice. Get your bodies up. Yeah, do that. Because if you ain't got at least 100 bodies, then you're doing bad. Get some more experience, honey. 1 or 2 or 3, 4.
I'm sorry, man. I need a little intermission right there, bro. I need a little intermission, man. Hey, we gonna take a break, man. Hold up, man. Whoa. Whoa. What they say? Yowzer. Yowzer. That's my new word right there. Yowzer. Boy, Proverbs 23 and 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. Okay? And that has different meanings because that philosophy, going back to a whole phase, that philosophy is there. Okay? Where the more bodies you have is what? The more bodies you have is like a badge of honor for these women. And then they would pick on a woman that's a virgin. They would pick on a woman that's never had sex. That's only messed with one man. You don't know how to do nothing. You need to be experienced. Why the fuck you need to be experienced? You got all your life to be experienced with that man. You're going to be molded to him. You're going to do what he likes. That's the only one you need to be experienced with. The more y'all mess with each other, all right, the more y'all connect. This is a soul. You are tying your soul together. Okay? And once again, it's not for pleasure, as we stated. All right? But yeah, sex comes with that. Intercourse comes with that because it tells you in 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. Okay? Let's get that. This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 5. Defraud ye not one of the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. Okay? So this goes with saying if you are fasting or your woman is fasting, you let your woman know. And the women, you let that man know so they will know not to try to do something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I'm fasting. Just give me some time, right? Or if your woman is on her rag, right? That's understood. Or if it's the Shabbat, like today, that's understood. Okay? High holy days, stuff of that nature. Days where you can't mess, you know what I'm saying? So if the law is there, All right. So it's just common sense. Other than that, you don't supposed to hold the box. You don't supposed to withhold the box. You are that man's possession. Okay? You belong to him. And furthermore, you men, y'all got to give it up to her. Where does that, what? Let's go to Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So if you got you 2 wives, you got you 3 wives, you have to give them intercourse respectfully and their respective rights. You mess with one on Monday, you mess with another on Wednesday, you mess with another on Friday. You can't, because it would prevent you from marrying just for sex. Okay? Because what are you going to do? You got one wife, you don't like how she is, so you take another wife and you start neglecting that first wife. That's wrong, brother. That's wrong. You can't diminish the duty of marriage. So you don't marry off of looks. All right? You need to you need to marry because of wifely qualities. That's why. That's why man, go watch The Color Purple. What did he say? You can't have my youngest, but you can have Silly. Now she cook, she clean, she clean up the house, she know what to do. Boom. Right? What did Mr. say? I need somebody to take care of my kids. I got my youngins, they running all over the house. I need to marry your daughter. Okay? So you're marrying off of what? Off of common sense, what you need. You're not marrying because of looks. Going back to the demon that jumps, the world. The world pushes in your mind love in that sense. It pushes in your mind Instagram likes, views, dopamine, big butt. All right, it pushes in your mind makeup. It pushes in your mind all these type of things. If a woman don't got this stuff, then she thinks she not prettier or whatever. All right, brother got a precept. Let's get that. That's why I stick to the script, man. Stick to the script. They got that from the Bible. Stick to the script. Stick to the scriptures. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Right? And let's get a little bit more of that. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. That's not your place, bro. We done went through these scenarios before, but we gonna do it just for the new brothers. Let's say you dealing with a brother, y'all about to go to camp, right? Let's say y'all live close to one another in the same apartment building or something like that. You go downstairs to his apartment, you knock on the door, and you like, because you going to get him for camp. He rides with you to camp. All right? He's not there. His wife is there. She's like, just come in and sit down. No, you refuse that. I just come back. I just come back when bro is, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna call him. Okay? That's improper, man. To go into another man's house when he is not there. That's in fucking proper. All right? I don't care if she don't got no intentions and you don't got no intentions. It still is not right. Okay? The thing is, you don't ever want to give room to Satan. You don't ever want to give room to temptation. You don't ever want to put yourself in that position. You understand? Because you never know somebody else's intentions. This is why, certain situations, brothers done got caught messing with other brothers' wives. especially in the IUIC, right? They having scandals and problems over there because they like intermingling. They like having women around them in their congregations and things of that nature. When a woman is supposed to be at home. That's why, going back to the topic of the lesson, the demon that jumps, you got demons that's on our people, and it's going to jump from one another. A lustful spirit will jump from one another. If this brother is around you, he ain't living right. He might, hey, bro, he might always be, just, hey, bro, look at that ass. Look at that, boom, look at that. Hey, we see women, we talk about them, whatever. But I ain't about to be over on topic. Hey, man, I linked up with you to talk about scriptures. I didn't link up with you to chase bitches. Okay? I'm trying, hey, let's do a lesson or something. Let's hit the corners. Let's get them precepts. Let's do this. All right? Because my mindset, I'm not really into chasing women no more, bro. I'm up in age now. I'm in my 30s. So that life in the 20s, I did everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm past that. You go hang with the young niggas. Go hang. My mindset, my eye is single on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Let's keep it going. Let's go back to that Proverbs 23. And let's go up a little bit. "17. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Yahweh all the day long." Let's say, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. When you come in the truth and you move in the truth, you are not gonna get women how you used to get women if you used to get women. That should not be happening to you. Because you're living different. It's a different glow upon you. It's a different, you're moving, you're carrying yourself a different way. Right? So don't expect you to get that same attention that you used to get when you was in the world. All right? And I say it myself. It's like Yahweh put up a blocker. It's like, yo, I used to be able to pull her. Now she ain't even looking. Maybe it's because I don't got no hairline or some shit. I don't know. My beard look rough as hell or whatever. It is what it is. I don't look the part anymore. I'm not fresh to death. But so what? The things you used to get in the world is things of the world. You should not be attracting the things of the world anymore. Because those things were full of demons. All right? Keisha was probably just coming after you because she thought you had money. She thought you had cash. She saw the Jordan. She saw the fit. She saw the hairline. She saw the bit. She saw all of this. So she's trying to use you. That's what that's for. It's not love. It's lust. And it's not even a lust for you. It's a lust for what you are going to provide her. What you're going to give her. What she can get up out of you. That's not a righteous woman. All right? Colossians 3:3. "For you are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in power." That old you should be fading away. You should not be looking at yourself in the mirror and like that old you. Now, do thoughts jump in your head of things you used to do? Yeah, and you got to rebuke that stuff. You have to rebuke these wicked things that may fester and jump in your mind. All right, verse 18. "For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off." So these sinners, they getting everything still. Your homeboy, he's still going out to the club. He telling you about these girls. He popping. Yo, man, I got two of them last night, man. I had them in the bed together, bro. One doing this, one doing that. That's wickedness. Okay? You should not even desire that now that you're in the truth. To lay with 2 women at one time. That should not be a desire because that's not right. That's going back to that Roman Greek mindset. That's all that is. Marriage is undefiled, man. All right? When you go into one woman, you are unclean. So how you going to go from one woman and go into another woman? That's unclean. That's how diseases and things of that nature are spread. Especially for you women, you should only be laying with one man your entire life. Anything other than that is going to create issues, especially for your pH, your smell. Yeah. Hey, that's good. Because what is it's called a Caesar. He got the fresh Caesar. The lineup. That's the Roman standard. Yep. All right. Verse 19. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way, your mind. You got to rule over your mind. Be not among wine bibblers, among riotous eaters of flesh. Okay? Individuals that love to do their desires. This is why the lesson is entitled The Spirit That Jumps. If you are around, or the demon that jumps, if you are around these individuals and all they do is partake in their fleshly desires, what are you going to do? Oh, nah, I'm stronger though. I'm stronger though. You know, I'm built up in the spirit. I'm stronger. Bro, you hang around them enough, you're going to be with them again. All right? That's what's going to happen. You're going to be down in that path once again. I can't. Me, when I left the world, I had to detach from damn near all of my friends. Because understanding, we used to just get together and smoke and listen to music and chill and hit the clubs and go to LA and party. And that was it. That was the life. I had to detach. All right? So I couldn't go back into that lifestyle. I had to separate. So you have to leave that lifestyle behind. Because what would it bring me back to doing if I go and kick it with my old homeboys? Smoking, drinking to the point where I'm drunk, and then I got to drive back home. You can drink, but you need to do it responsibly. All right? You don't want to overdo it to the point where you pitch black drunk. You know? Do things with a balance, with moderation. But smoking is most definitely, you cannot do that. According to 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. All right? So I had to separate from that old life. You have to separate from that old you and walk into that new you. And you should be rejoicing and happy that you've been given a chance to walk into that new you. 21, for the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. And this is not just talking about alcohol. This is talking about philosophy. This is what brothers always skip and they miss. You think we just talking about liquor? No. The main thing that you got to cut is the philosophy of the world, the doctrines of the world. All right? Once you cut that, it'll be easier to cut everything else. You got to cut that spiritual stronghold, man. Ephesians, the 6th chapter, man, verse 12. These are the things that you're really fighting against. A spiritual demon. What is the title of the lesson? The demon that jumps. So if it jumped on you, it jumped off of somebody onto you. Now you got to fight it back. How you going to fight it? Like that? Oh, you fighting a demon? Like, no, you got to fight it spiritually. How do you fight certain demons? By praying and by fasting, by reading the word, by doing lessons, by watching lessons, by partaking in this truth. That's how you're going to fight back that demon that jumped on you. What I've been saying lately, everything is spiritual before it becomes physical. For you to even make that physical change, you got to make that spiritual change, man. You have to make that spiritual change. And then I promise you, it'll be easier to stop smoking. It'll be easier to get rid of that alcohol demon. It'll be easier to get rid of that depression. It'll be easier to get rid of that porn addiction. It'll be easier, man. You'll be able to control your flesh more. Now, every time you see a bad chick walk in front of you, you ain't, yeah, hey, what up, girl? How you doing? You ain't on her like that. You like, it's demons on that bitch. That's how I look at them now. When I used to look at them like, okay, but now I look at her, I see the wig, I see the bundles, I see the fake hair, I see the makeup, I see the way that she dressing, provocative. It's demons on that bitch. Automatically. That's not my type no more. It's not my type. So the world appears to you disgusting because you see it for what it really is. You identify the red flags better. That's called discernment. If you build your discernment, pray for discernment, and your discernment is increased, you will have less problems, man. Because that's what ultimately that's you putting on the shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation. That's you putting on that armor and you being able to fight off the world better. Exactly. If you in the truth, then Eve don't even look the same anymore. Exactly, man. Bro, I saw this one girl yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was last week. All right. And she was cute. She was cute. I saw her driving in a car. Right? But guess what? When I saw her where she went, it automatically made me throw up in my stomach, man. She pulled into the McDonald's drive-thru. I was like, McDonald's? Hell nah. Hell nah. All right? Because ultimately, once you go into that, I say this many lessons. When you have intercourse with these women and they're eating all this parasitical food, then parasites are going to jump on you. Spirits are going to jump on you. What's the title of the lesson? The demon that jumps. The demon that jumps. All right? You thinking, nah, it's just sex. It's bigger than that. Sex is a ritual, my guy. Sex is a ritual. It's a very powerful ritual too. It's building a connection. If you really look at it, it's you and a woman building a connection with one another. That's why this big Puma looking bitch, go back to her, man. This big Puma looking bitch.
And don't be
talking about 1,000 bodies, 500 bodies, 100 bodies, 200 bodies. Nobody can connect with her. These be the type of women, man, they argue and fight with everybody because they got masculine spirits on them. You got so many men, you got so many DNAs flying up in you, so many men up in you, they tendencies up in you. That's a nigga. That's a man right there. All right? Let's begin to wrap it up. All right, verse 23. Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. So buying the truth, meaning effort. Putting in effort. Putting in time. Individuals that's been in here, listening, pushing precepts. All right? That's buying the truth. You putting in effort and time. You studying. You taking it in. All right? The brother said, if one is not happy within, their outer reflects that. It's overcompensating for lack. Definitely, exactly. That's why you got these guys, they are their car. They are their wardrobe. They are their shoes. They are their money. They are their woman. They are their house. When all that shit gets stripped away from them, they want to kill themselves. They don't have any integrity and really moral values. A reprobate is one that is ultimately morally deficient, man. He's morally deficient. He has no morals. He has no ground to stand on. He is not loyal. You can't trust him. That's what a reprobate is. Okay? Yeah, they feel naked without tricks and tools. Man, it was a Pimp C line came to mind, man. I can't remember. But what's that line? Somebody said, I got 10s, but they clean though. I mean, I know it's on Friday, but it was in a song first. I think it might have been T.I. or some shit. But I got 10s, but they clean though. It's basically be happy with what you have, man. Okay? Be happy with what you have. If you got a car, at least you got a car. It don't matter what type of car it is. Does it get you from point A to point B? Okay, be happy. If you don't have a car, at least you got legs. Do they get you from point A to point B? Okay, be happy. You understand? Stop looking at life half empty, man. Look at the things that you do have. Some people ain't got 2 eyes, 2 arms, and 2 hands, and 2 legs. Some people is cursed to roll around in a wheelchair, my guy. All right? They gotta rely on somebody else to help them out. Okay? And furthermore, look what the brother said. He that have more will be given him. Exactly, them 10 cities. So, with that being said, be happy that, once again, you will have a hold on to this truth and stop looking at all the negatives of life. Look at those things and be cheerful because you're going through those things, because you're going to be rewarded greatly. The more you go through, the more you will be rewarded. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is trusting you with those battles. He's testing you, and you have to pass. Try to pass every test. You know? If you pass all those, bro, your grade is going to be high. You know, that's what happens when you pass tests. Your grade increases. You want to try to get an A+. All right? So buy the truth and sell it not. Also, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. We don't sell these things. The way that we got it for free. So we give it for free. Okay? It's not Yahuwah and Yahusha. The U was created around the 1400s. If you are sincere, you would go and research that. The true names is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay? And you would know that if you check my page. All right? You individuals, man, y'all have no discernment. Y'all don't apply Ecclesiastes 5, 1 through 3. All right? Keeping it going. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. A man is known by his kids. A man is known by his seeds. Physical seeds and spiritual seeds. All right? Brothers, we done helped. And not to boast. Right? But that foundation. I look at my brother Tabawa, man. Okay? GMS Fruitful Works. I look at my brother Tabawa in the Wisconsin camp. I know I was a strong foundation for that brother. Me, the brother Abaniah, the brother Matazabat. Right? Now that brother is in the camp. That brother's doing his thing. He's doing videos every single day. Okay? When I started dealing with the brother, man, brother didn't need too much. He had a zeal. It just had to be, oh, yeah, okay, check this. Okay, yeah, go look up that. Go look up this. Go look into that. And he would actually do it. That brother bought the truth and sold it not. He had a high level of effort. A high level of effort. The same with the brother Nawak. He's now in the camp. All right? So, whatever we can do to help, that's it, because that's the brotherhood. Each one teach one. We here to help one another and support one another. You being the left lung, you supposed to help the right lung flow better. Y'all supposed to work in unison. So therefore, the heart can pump better. Everything is flowing together. It ain't no competition. It ain't about titles. It ain't about status. It ain't about none of that. All right? It's about me and my brothers making it into those chariots, man. That's what it's about. All right, Salaki, it might have frozen. I got to put my charger in. I got to put my charger in. All right. Verse 25. And furthermore, man, let's read 24 again. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. You don't think Elder Apostle Tahar has joy in everything that he's at the head of? To see, to see everybody flourish like this. To see it go. To see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah work. That's a beautiful thing. To see the brotherhood come together, man. Yo, just stop and look. Just stop and look around. You got Great Millstone and affiliates all over the planet, bro. All over the planet, man. Going hard every single day. That is something to admire because that is the bodyhood. That is the body. That is the brotherhood, I mean. That is the body of Hamashiach back on this earth. And it's your pa to see. If you just think about it sometimes, man. Just think about it. All right. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. All right. And I'm going to end it right there. Okay. But with that saying, just summarizing, the demon that jumps is that worldly spirit. You have to come out of that worldly spirit. Watch who you attach yourself to. Watch who you appertain to, affiliate with. All right. I remember, man, hey, and I know brothers be watching because this Great Millstone brother corrected me it's like last year. I had shared this camp, and they call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And I had watched, I probably watched about 20 minutes of the video, and I shared it. And it had maybe an hour or so more to go. And I didn't finish it. I meant to go back and finish it. But I guess he knew the camp. And he jumped at me. He was like, hey, you fuck with this? Why you share this shit? And I was like, shit, they calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They doctrine seems similar. Boom, boom, boom. He was like, nah, you need to finish watching that. So I did, and I was like, oh, hell nah. Because they started going off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Be careful who you appertain to and who you associate with. Even though they may have the right name, they start going off, but you co-sign that shit and you sent that out, you shared it, That's why we ain't gonna be rocking with everybody, man. Okay? We ain't gonna be rocking with everybody. Look at what the sister said. That's why I don't talk to my aunt who reads tarot cards. Because that's divination. That's a demon. All right? And we know what the law says about that. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So if she don't repent and get right, then, hey, a nuke is going to hit her. And that's just being realistic. We all got individuals that do those type of things, man. I got a aunt. Actually, she a cousin. I think she my first cousin. She heavy into that esoteric, chematology, tarot cards, worshiping stones and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I know she gonna die. And I look at what the fruit that came from her. Her daughter is damn near a whore. Pushing her body out like that. Instagram, butt pictures, all that bullshit, you know? So that's what that worldly spirit, that demon that jumps, that's what that worldly spirit does. It jumped from her to her daughter because that's what she was brought up in. So it's going to jump from family member to family member. Before your whole family going to be in the world. That's why, furthermore, brothers, look at it that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah brought you out of that bullshit. The same way he brought Abraham out of that bullshit that Terah was doing. Abraham was brought up in paganism, but Yahweh pulled him out of that. All right? Us being the same way. Saved by faith and works. You know? The brother said, my pops introduced me to the truth. Now he don't believe in Yahweh Shai. Got kicked out the house. Yeah. It is what it is. And that's what like a Bishop Nathaniel is. Teaching the lessons, teaching it, and then he falls out. You know? But he brought many in. The scripture says it be one that is wise that teacheth many, but he can't profit himself, loosely quoting. All right? So you got these individuals that may have it for a time period, but then the spirit is took from them. Prime example, King Saul. He was our king for a time period. They won battles, but he made foolish decisions. He didn't listen to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai because he didn't listen to Samuel when he came and brought the judgment and told him what to do. So he didn't get right, man. You know? So yeah, that's why I pray every single day that the spirit stays with you and your family, your household. Right? So wait, with that being said, man, if it's not no questions, I'm about to turn to the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the Great Millstone, as always, and Shalawam to the Lord, Tofu elect, Kwam Yasharahla, and a Baba to this wicked kingdom. May Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai destroy this bitch yesterday. All right, I pray this was edifying to everybody that was up in here, man, and anybody that watches this later on. All right. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a lesson on Hanukkah. All right, Hanukkah. Okay, the Feast of Dedication. Okay. The sister said, what's Barakathum? That don't mean nothing. Ain't no Barack. I don't know what that is. But Barakathah or Barakathum, I gotta mess with you. Barakathum means bless you all. Hold up. Cupcake, you supposed to know that. Alright. Bless you all. Bless you all. Or bless all of you. Alright. But hey, tomorrow I do a lesson on Feast of Dedication. All right, Hanukkah, Feast of Dedication. Okay, so tomorrow, I don't really know what time. You know, the spirit move like the wind. And I got homeschool and stuff, but you know what I'm saying. We're going to it tomorrow, and all of that. But I would tell you though, if you got a menorah, you know, you need to get your menorah today. If you ain't got it yet. All right, and get your candles. If you're going to do that part of the ceremony, if you're going to do all of that, you know, you're going to light your candles and have them burning and change them out and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Already saluted. So shalom to you brothers and sisters. Stay safe out there and be safe. Shalom.